Hello friends, welcome back to India for IAS. This is Manjunath Mudhod. In this video, we are going to study about Financial Action Task Force. This topic falls under GS3 paper, Internal Security. Internal Security. Within Internal Security, there is a topic called Money Laundering. This Financial Action Task Force, FATF, it concerns or it works towards the reducing money laundering and terror financing all over the world. So recently, this FATF Financial Action Task Force was in news because India achieves an outstanding outcome in the FATF's mutual evaluation for the year 2023 and 24. So this mutual evaluation, it is a peer review process. It means the other members of the FATF, they review the implementation of the FATF's recommendation by respective countries. So for example, if India it is implementing the FATF recommendations in order to reduce the money laundering and terror financing, so the other members of the FATF, they review whether India is implementing those recommendations or not. So within this peer review process, India achieved outstanding outcome. It means India is doing well. It is implementing FATF recommendation to reduce the money laundering and terror financing. So mainly the FATF recommendations, they are aimed at combating money laundering, terrorist financing, and other related threats that are other related threats to the integrity of the international financial system. So with this peer review process and mutual evaluation process, India is now in the regular follow-up category. So this regular follow-up category is a status. It is shared by only 4 other G20 countries. Coming to the FATF's mutual evaluation. This already we have discussed. We will go through one more time. So it is a mutual evaluation. It is a peer review process in which the member countries, they are assessed on their implementation of the FATF recommendations. So these recommendations are aimed at combating money laundering and terror financing and other related threats to the integrity of the international financial system. So this is about the FATF mutual evaluation process. So now we will briefly study about what is FATF. So it was established in the year 1989 during the G7 summit in the Paris. So its main aim is to combat the money laundering and terrorist financing and other threats to the integrity of the international financial systems. So few of the organizations associated with the international financial system are IMF, World Bank, we have Bank of International Settlement. Till 2001, the mandate of the FATF was mainly concerned with money laundering. So from 2001, it included terrorist financing or terror financing. So coming to its membership, so it has 39 members, including both major economies and regional groupings. Regional groupings means we have ASEAN, it is a regional grouping. Then we have RCEP. Its membership is voluntary, but it carries significant influence due to its global financial integration. India became member of the FATF in the year 2010. Coming to the functions of the FATF, it sets the international standards and promotes the effective implementation of legal, regulatory, and operational measures against the financial crimes. So it conducts mutual evaluations of the member and non-member jurisdictions to assess the compliance with FATF standards. So it frames the standards on these aspects. Then it assesses whether the member countries, they are implementing, member or non-member countries, whether they are implementing these standards or not. So based on this assessment, it categorizes the countries into two lists. So the lists are black list and the grey list. So as we have already discussed, FATF categorizes countries into two types of list based on its assessment. So the first one is black list and the second one is grey list. So the countries which are placed in the black list are known as non-cooperative countries or non-cooperative territories. So these countries, they support the terror funding and money laundering activities. The FATF revises the black list regularly, adding or deleting the countries. So the second one is grey list. So the countries that are considered as safe haven for supporting terror funding and money laundering are put on the FATF grey list. So the countries which are considered as safe haven for supporting terror funding and money laundering. So the inclusion of the countries in the grey list, it sends a warning to the countries that they may be added in the blacklist if they don't implement the FATF recommendations. So at present, the following countries are in the blacklist of the FATF, that is North Korea, Iran and Myanmar. Now we will look into the consequences of being on the FATF blacklist. If any country, if it is placed in the FATF blacklist, what are the consequences for that country? So the countries that are placed in the FATF blacklist, they don't get any financial aid by the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank and the European Union. In addition to this, they also face a number of international economic and financial restrictions and sanctions. So this is all about the Financial Action Task Force, its mandate and its member countries, and it's the list, that is a grey list and the black list. So based on the topic that we have discussed so far, that is Financial Action Task Force. So here we have provided one plain practice question. Go through the question and comment your answer. The answer and detailed explanation for this question is available in the PDF handout, which you can download by joining our Telegram channel. And the PDF handout also contains the detailed notes of this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.